it's a weird one, right? I'm live streaming, but I'm recording career episodes to see if this format works, right? The people who only watch videos and have never watched any of my live stream are probably really weirded out because my camera's on. You can see me. Hello. I did a face reveal last week, and for every stream since then I've had the camera on and getting a little bit more comfortable with it, but not very, and I still look really dumb when I like forget the camera's on and I'm just like focusing on something. I'm like, it's really funny. So you guys get to make fun of me, that's all good. But I'm here on what's my career save, but not really my career save. So here's what happened. I've been doing a lot of testing for the past few weeks for the whole, you know, the new business stuff that's came out to RLS Career Overhaul. And when I went back to my career save for, you know, the YouTube series, the save corrupted. I've been trying to fix it. I've really been trying. I haven't been able to. So what I did yesterday was I spent like 6 hours, something like that, basically recreating my save. So I've got all the same garages that I had. I've built replicas of the same cars. I've made changes to the cars to kind of just ways that I kind of wish I'd built them in the start. You know, we'll go over them as the day goes on. But yes, we're here. We're recording an episode live. Hey, we've got OEM in chat too. Love it. Good to see you guys. Try and keep it PG. This is going to become a video as well. But yeah, here we are at the Salt Flats, and one of the things that I've done one run in this, and it was quick, but I think I may have made it quicker. I don't know, it might actually be slower. But I figured we would do a quick run at this because this is going to make us money for what we need to do in today's episode. I've made changes. Again, the cars are kind of built to what they should have been before. So if I pop this, we've got the 1000 cubic inch, but it's dual supercharged, no methanol. It still just drinks a crap ton of fuel. In fact, we're going to need to fill it up before we do this run. But it does make more horsepower than before. We're still struggling to get it all down like before. But yeah, I don't actually remember what our top speed was in the old version of this. Or, you know what I'm talking about? Like the episodes before. I don't really know. So I guess we'll see. Yo, Camaro, good to see you, bud. Yeah, I guess we'll just see how it all shakes out. But yeah, unfortunately I need to pay for this full tank of fuel. Now I do have a decent amount of money. There's a reason for that, because for this episode we need a little bit more than that actually. We're going to be building a car that's going to be used in the 2026 Drag Week Challenge with Raceless, ShiftTab, JustinRevs and myself. I have the car. I'll show you that in a little bit. I'll show you after this run, actually. But this thing has a real issue with stalling. I've got the car, but we need to make it fast. It's not fast. I'll explain it once we see it. But, oh, still too fast. Oh, for goodness sake. Fuel bills be going crazy. Yeah. So that petrol station right there is actually just absurdly expensive. But then again, you pay a premium to have fuel out here. So not that mad. Right, let's get this thing running. Here we go. Okay, there's 300. Come on. 340, 350. 360 indicated. 370. Only 344 in airspeed though. We're still experiencing spin, even with these 16-inch drag slicks. And that is fire. We're on fire again. Wow. I mean, it was fast. We made decent money from it, but we're on fire again. Really inconvenient, isn't it? Do we think we can just, like, drive it back to the pit with this? Huh. Let's see. It's so funny that it just catches on fire. I find that really funny. Okay, so about this new car that I've bought. Oh, also, why is the UI broken down here? That's weird. Funny. The new car that I've bought. So basically, obviously, I had to rebuild this save, which meant, you know, building up my delivery stats, driving around to the maps, finding the cars that I wanted, because let's face it, it's not that easy to find a Bruckle 9 or a Bluebuck. Not a Bluebuck, what's this called? Burnside. Oh, it's the burnt side now for sure. But yeah, so I had to buy kind of a daily, and I'll tell you what, I think I nailed it. I think I built what I consider to be the perfect daily, right? It's very cool. It's very, very cool. I like it, and if I could own it in real life, I absolutely would. In fact, you guys would have seen it in the thumbnail for this live stream. But yeah, I bought a car that was just like, you know, it's got a couple of delivery boxes in the back, it's got decent power, decent suspension, decent tires, decent brakes, but it is kind of just a stock config. We're gonna need to just, there we go, yep, this thing living up to its name as the burnt side, eh? Goodness sake. Right, let's put this into storage. You can already see the new car, but I've got it parked just round the corner. That is something that I bought to turn into a copy of my D-Series, but ended up finding a better thing. I can't really be bothered with this. We'll just accept that one because we lose the least amount of money. Let's go and see our new car. There it is. So, this was a stock red... In fact, you know what? It looked like this when I bought it. The only thing that's different is the wheels. I put on bigger wheels that I think look fantastic, and the panoramic roof. But this is effectively the stock config. It came as a sport, so it already had sport suspension, sport brakes, sport exhaust, sport intake. It's a 6-speed manual with a red leather interior, which is why I put the panoramic in, so it looks nice, so you can see the red pop. Generally, I think it's a damn nice looking car. I'm really happy with it, and I don't want to change it much when we build it into the drag week car. This is what it's going to be. This is my drag week car. I'm sick and tired of driving old, rusty pieces of crap that drive terrible. I'm in this for the luxury run this time, right? We can do drag week, but with aircon and cruise control and traction control and a non-welded diff and suspension that doesn't just bottom out over every little bump. Sounds fun, doesn't it? I was very, very jealous of Justin with his 800 the last time we did a special. That 800 was just, it was really quick. It had all of the potential in the world, and it was a nice, modern, good-looking car. And I bought this so that I could do like rapid-fire deliveries and just generally make my way around whilst I completed whatever I needed to complete. And I realised that if I just put good tyres on this and a lot of power, it's probably gonna be quick. Raceless has given us brackets to run, so we know roughly how fast we need to be competitive for this run. I don't know how that will evolve over the course of the drag week. You know, it might be, you know, build a 7.5 second car, and by the end of the week they're running 6.5 seconds. I don't know, but I am so sure I can make this thing run 7s. I'm absolutely positive of it, whilst maintaining its kind of luxury modern amenities. So we'll fire this over to West Coast, and we're going to buy the drag garage so that we can work on this conveniently, and build ourselves a 7.5 second drag car. Heavy duty block, all the NOS. So that's a really good point, OEM, right? That's a really, really good point. But I want to build this in a way that it's ready for whatever crude ideas Raceless comes up with. Because if you remember correctly, in the last special, every map we went to had some sort of weather trickery. So the brakes were overheating all the time, the tires were overheating, and then it was too cold and we couldn't get grip. I want this thing to be adaptive. And so if we show up and Raceless says, oh, you've only got 1 tank of fuel to last you the week, if I'm running methanol, I'm screwed. I don't want to run methanol. I don't want to run nitrous in case it runs out too. I would like this thing to be boost by gear turbocharged, with an independent rear suspension, which obviously isn't the best for drag racing, but it'll put me in a better stead if we decide to do other things other than just drag racing. You know, if we decide to do some cornering or some drifting or whatever, you know, the independent suspension will give me a little bit more control for those situations. In general, I want this thing to be bulletproof in all scenarios. Whatever Raceless throws at me, I want this thing to shrug it off, right? I am more than happy to be the guy who laughs away the loss. It's all good, especially when I'm against people that I genuinely consider to be better than I am at the given sport we're doing. But I just, for once, I want the nice car. Is your engine ticking? I don't think so. I mean, this is a high mileage example. I did swap out the gearbox because it was so high mileage. It was just slipping all the time. This has got 370,000 miles on it. Then I painted it to refresh it because it had kind of worn down to that flat red like you saw on the cylinder back on the bridge. So it might be ticking. I don't know. Now, let's see. I can't remember how much this garage is, but whatever's left over is effectively going to be our budget for building this thing. So hopefully, not too expensive. You are mad. Oh, Runic, thank you very much, buddy. I do appreciate it. Rune, for anyone who missed it, on the 1 year stream that I did last week, Rune was so desperate. I had a $20 goal, or it was like $2 donation goal to turn on the face cam, and Rune was so excited that they just kept putting in $2. So Rune is almost single-handedly responsible for you being blessed with this. Yeah. Lynch him in your own time. Bacon and egg bap cooked. So I'm totally into that, apart from the fact you call it a bap. I understand it's regional, I get it, whatever, but it's wrong. So... Oh yeah, the sneak peek as well. We were actually joined on stream live by Tristan, the head developer of RLS, who basically was like, dude, if you want another goal, just offer to leak the next RLS update. Okay, so we did another 10 donations of $2 goal. And again, they just, they absolutely killed it. I think I set up that goal, did a 5-minute intermission, and when I came back after the 5 minutes, it was already done. They'd already bought and paid for it. Very, very cool to see. Very cool to see. I've just got such a lovely little friend group that's all came from the RLS Discord. Just good people. Hey McGrory, I watch your videos and love it, and your videos have reached the Philippines. Hey, that's super cool, Zach. Thank you very much. That's super cool. Yeah, I'm an international man of mystery. I love that. That's super cool. Also, I can't help but notice that I'm being like drowned out by the sun. But it's very rare that I see the sun, being a Scotsman and all. So I'm not shutting that blind. Maybe later on. Maybe later on if I start getting glare, but I'm not getting glare right now. It's just nice and bright. Oh, hold on. Set as favourite. We're not waiting for delivery. That's pointless. No anymore. No mystery. No mystery. You don't know me. International and fucking awesome. Keep up the great work. Oh, thanks, dude. Oh, that's super sweet. I really appreciate that. You're making me all blush. That's super cool. Oh, wow. It is crazy when you think about it, right? So a year ago, I just started posting like random videos on the internet. I'd made friends with Raceless and Shift, and we started just, well, I started just putting up some videos. They'd already been doing it, and now, yeah, I've got people from the Philippines. Like, that's so far away. Like, that's so far away. And yet, yeah, people are just like in my chat saying hello all the way from the Philippines. That's cool. I really do enjoy that. I really do. That's pretty cool. Right, moment of truth. Can we put Super Sport Drag Master? Okay, they're a bit bigger than I'd want, but what if we did? So these tires are unbelievably grippy. I don't know if they're grippy enough, but they are extremely grippy, and they're super modifiable, right? So if I get in so I can get a better angle on this. In fact, can I change the time of day to get more light in here? Yeah, that's actually pretty perfect if I just bring in the wheel offset, isn't it? You're going to tell your buddy in Japan to start watching. Thank you, Zach. That's so cool. That's I love that. It just blows my mind. Like, obviously, other countries exist. That makes sense, obviously. But the fact that people from the other countries are just like hanging out with me, like just hanging out, that's wild. That's absolutely wild. Wow. I find that super cool. Right, guys, here's the moment of truth. Now, I know we want the 500 cubic inch, but can we afford the 500 cubic inch? No. We could afford an LSX. We could go full basic bitch. Or we could build the big block, which we've never built before. Kind of wish we had Tristan's new UI so that I can actually see the work I'm doing here. What does this sound like? Sounds alright. Kind of just sounds like the LSX. In which case I'd probably just rather have the LSX. Because we know that engine works well. We know the boost by gear works well. Injected, okay. Twin turbocharged. Kernel's just custom. Yeah, I don't feel like this is the most in-depth mod. We've got a 7.3 litre drag engine. That seems a little too on the nose for my money. Ooh, what if we went different route? I've never played with this engine, but this thing sounds like a Viper, if I remember correctly. This could be fun. This could be very fun. Okay. Engine management. We're going to want the adjustable race. We want speed limiter delete. Twin turbo exhaust manifolds. And we'll put on some real nice base quad. Yeah, sure. Afford that? I can, but only just. And then we will upgrade to a 6-speed race manual. That's an expensive transmission. Damn. Okay, right, so we don't have the suspension or the brakes. We hopefully have the traction, and we hopefully have the power. Let's see though. Right, let's see how much power this does actually make. 1600, see, that's not that much. It's not that much. That's really not that much. That's actually really disappointing. So luckily we could just do that. If we need to run nitrous, we can run nitrous. As I said, I don't plan on it. I don't want to. But, you know, needs must, guys. Needs must. Desperate times, desperate measures, all that jazz. We're going to be turning this PSI all the way down. And we're going to be trying to zero out the camber on the rear so that we've got as much contact patch. We'll actually want to go a little bit positive. Oh, there we go. That's maybe a little bit aggressive. No, that's probably fine because we're on super soft suspension right now. Then we want to zero out our toe because we want this thing to just straight down. No alignment issues, no pulling either direction, just nice and straight like a missile. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, when it disappears, that's how you know it's perfect. And we probably want slightly longer gears than that, so we'll do like a 255 for now, and we'll just see how this thing rocks. Alright, I need to catch up with chat. Right, so tell your friend in Japan to start watching. Not enough camber, negative. No OEM. No, we're not building a stance car. Remove them springs. Oh god, no. I don't think I should. How about a rotary? No! No! Sounds good. What do we think, guys? How's this going to run? Is it going to wheelie? Do we think? Going to bog. Oh no, I had traction control on. Let's get that turned off. Oh, but heat into those massive rear tires. Come on. Okay, let's short shifted that big time. These gears need a lot of work. But that was an 827. Meaning that with the right gearing and a bit of work on the suspension, this thing's going to be fine. This thing's going to work great. Might need to fit over arches on the rear to bring those wheels out a little bit. Those look really silly with the hub showing. If you have a solid rear axle, you wouldn't need to worry about rear wheel change. I know, but I don't want to go solid rear axle. That's gonna ruin the goal of this, which is kind of a drag car that can do a little bit of everything. Because I know Raceless is going to be doing something sneaky to us here. I just don't know what. So I don't want to run methanol, I don't want to run nitrous, I don't want to run anything too crazy, because it's just an opportunity for Raceless to try and destroy me here. I'm sad that this doesn't have boost by gear. That would have been super helpful. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna need to absolutely dump it in first gear. And hope it does eventually grip up. So, what have we got going on here? Anything else that we can do? The intake's got those. Is there? Yeah, that's just the best option. Okay. That's already super. The ultralight. How much wider do the rear quarters get? Does it make it look crazy? Nah, it looks factory. Okay, that's good. Right, so rear doors. Rear. Hold on, could I just do wide? Yeah. Okay. There we go. There's the doors. Wide rear doors. Yep. Rear right door, rear left door. I am blind today, guys. Nope, can't do all-wheel drive. We're limited to rear-wheel drive. Needs more rear profile. You're spinning. Yeah, but I don't want to ruin the look of the thing by giving it crazy, stupid big tires. If I have to, I will. But I like how subtle this thing is. So, we'll see. If I fit the wide, it's going to want me to do the wide front as well. Okay. I guess we are going full wide body on this, which I wasn't expecting to do. Don't really want to do. But, you know, whatever. With what? With cornering lights. Oh, okay. Wide super sport front bumper. I don't know what the difference is, but it's the same price as a normal sport. Looks the same to me. Might have more options though. If we click on it, we might get to do some cool stuff to it. So we need the sport wide. Quarter panels are wide, and we need the wide sport rear bumper. We do not want wheelie bars. Wheelie bars are for people who can't tune. Okay, yeah. I mean, that does still look great. I really liked how it looked before, just like a really nice daily. But you know, whatever. Sport wide. Everything else is wide. Okay, so can we get a look at that front bumper and see if it gives us any front splitter? Probably going to be way too aggressive, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want that. That looks silly. I don't know about inner fenders. I don't know if this has removable inners. Yeah, really, honestly not sure. I don't see them anywhere. We could lighten up. We could remove the seats and stuff like that. But again, I want this to be like just generally a really nice car. Just a nice car. Let's do some brakes, right? So we'll do full race. We'll leave the sport discs for now, because we don't really have that much money to be throwing around, but I'm gonna do rally rear shocks and race rear springs. Might regret that. I might regret that. We'll do heavy duty subframe mounts. Get the thing nice and tight. We'll do a full race sway bar. We'll stiffen that up so that the rear can just focus on putting all its power straight down. That'll do us for now. Right. We don't want to run out of cash, because then we can't tune. So what did we notice? We noticed that we spun in first, so we're going to lengthen that a little bit. And then we're going to shorten the gaps in between these gears. Because these are very, very long gears with very wide gaps, and we don't necessarily want that. Okay, now's the stance tuning, and I do not mean the stupid type of stance. I mean good stance. Come on, let's fill those arches. Just barely moves on this slider. Right, there we go. The rear needs more out. Okay. I believe we are good. Could probably take some of that camber out of the front actually, so that it fills the arch gap a bit better. That's better. And let's hit it again. So we're running the same power as last time, but hopefully more traction. And this thing does just look great, doesn't it? Like, can you imagine this was your actual daily? Can you imagine a more perfect car? Okay, right, what do we think, guys? What's this going to run? 8 flat? Okay, still short, shifted into second. Rest of the gears feel really... I said 8 flat. Called it. Called it. I said an 8 flat. Okay. Wow. It's wild, isn't it? I actually did call it. Oh, I really wasn't looking. I was trying to read the chat. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Well. No, this is not where I wanted to be. To the dragway garage. That sucks because we can't afford to repair this. And we don't have insurance on it. 50 grand to repair it. It's 50 grand. Right, okay, well. I guess we need to go and make some money quickly. Well. Oh, hold on. Right. This thing should be fast down the strip. This thing pulls wheelies on dirt. I'm going to need to be careful with how fast this thing is. But, take us a little bit of money. I'm actually really scared this thing's going to be too fast. Like, way, way too fast. Look at that. And that's on the non-prepped part of the track. Okay, yep. I think I crossed the line in first gear. I just ran 6 7s in first gear. We're not going to hit the barriers this time, guys. We did make a little bit of money, but not as much money as we would have liked. We could try and hit this a little bit harder, although it was wheeling pretty much the whole way. Up to about 150, I think it was wheeling. Oh. Great, let's run it again. Let's run it again, and let's run it reasonably hard, right? Let's just see what it can do without killing it, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, yep. Killed it.